everyone. In this short video, I'm going to show you how to work with functions, especially the functions that return a point. So I have here two examples. The first function, it's called array of length. It takes, as you can see, a string array and its size. And if you look at the return type, it returns a pointer, an integer pointer. So the first one, before we return a pointer, we need to have the pointer. So that's why we need to create one. I'm going to call it P. And then I'm going to create one that is dynamically allocated like this. So we use new int and then with the size provided. So now I have an array, but here using a pointer. So by default, you have all of the boxes default values, zeros. So now I have basically what the function does. It takes a string array like the one we have down here, and then it returns a pointer to an array that holds the length of each string. So for example, Mike has 4 characters, so the first number should be 4. So Jasmine has 2, 4, 7, then Bob 3, and so on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the loop, start from 0 all the way to price I plus plus. And then just like array, so we did with the pointer just like an array. So I'll put the square brackets PR, and then I'm gonna get the length from the array, and then call the function length, so I can get the number of characters. And this is for all of them. So then at the end, we return the pointer. So this is what the function is. Now let's test it, make sure it's working. Now, since the function returns a pointer, which means I need to have a pointer. Maybe. So I'm going to create one and call it PC. And then I'm going to call the function array of length. And this function takes two things. It takes an array of string, which we do have. It's called val, and then the size. In this case, it's 5. Okay. Now, when we use the loop to print every element here, so there's 55, and then I'm going to separate. So stay out E I and make like a little space here. Okay, so that's going to I'm sorry, I called it P2. All right. So now if I call the program, it should show me the array, the elements of an array that hold the length of each of the names that we have. So let's see that. What's going to happen? It looks like we have an error here. So let's find out what the error is. Okay, it has to do with the other functions. So I'm just gonna make it as a comment so it doesn't interfere with the program. So now I run the program. Here we go. So we have 4, 7. So 4, that means 4 characters. Second one, 7, 3 for Bob, 5, I think, for Maria, and 11 for Christopher. All right. So it looks like it is working. So that's the first function. All right. Now let's work on the second one. It's going to be pretty much the same thing. So here we have a function. It's called shift right. So basically, it's an array that will be, this function will shift every element of an integer array 1 unit to the right, which means, looking at the example that we have down here, so let's look at this example, array maps. So we have 5, 9, 2, 4, 6, 1. So the function will shift every element. Like 5 is at index 0, it will be at index 1. 9 will be at index 2, and so on. Now, since 1 is the last one, so it's going to move to the front. Okay. Now, for this to happen, since I'm shifting to the right, so I'm going to start from, I'm shifting all the numbers to the right. So I have to start from the end, because if I start from here, from the beginning, then how I'm going to shift to the right? If I shift 5 to 9, now I have 2 5s now. And then it's going to keep copying the same value, 5, 5 around. So I have no choice but to start from the end. So I'm going to copy 6 onto to where 1 is, 4 to where 6 is, and so on. But I have to be careful, because if I move 6 to where 1 is, 1 will disappear, basically, will not be saved. So I have to save the last one in a variable. After I shift every single element, then I will assign 1 to the front. So let's see how it works. First one, just like what we did with the first one, we are going to create a pointer. So let's call it Q, and then new int, and then we'll have 6. Okay. Now, as I said, I need to save the last one. I'm going to call it last, which is Q. I'm sorry, R size minus 1. So it's equal to the last one. So this will be saved, so I don't have to worry about it. Now I'm going to start from the end. As you can see, I'm going to start from the end where 1 is, and then every element to the left, which means I. If I is the last one, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if 1 is at index 5, so every element to the left, it means I minus 1. Because whatever you have on the left is I minus 1, whatever you have on the right is I plus 1. So I'm going to start from the end. It's I equals size minus 1. I all the way to, am I going to go all the way to 0? And what happens if I go all the way to 0, where 5 is? There's no number to the left, so that's going to get me out an error. So I'm going to exclude 0. That means stop at 1. And then minus minus. So every number should be assigned to 1 to the left, which is I minus 1. So if you use PI, should be assigned to 1 to the left. That's I minus 1. I'm going to keep doing this for 1. So 6 will shift to the right where 1 is. 4 will shift to where 6 is. 2 will shift to where 4 is. 9 will shift to where 2 is. And then 5 will shift to where 9 is, and then stop. Okay? So I'm going to stop where 9 is. And then I'm going to get that value, which is same, which is less, and then put it in the front. So I'm done with this. Now, sorry, I'm using key of what's excuse me. And then I'm going to go to the first one, which is Q0, and then save it to 1. And then you are going to return here, because that's the return. So as you can see here, I created a pointer to an array, which is dynamically allocated. So, and then I save the last element, and then I start from the end, copying every element shifted to the right. So every number should be assigned the number to the. That's how you're going to shift. And then at the end, whatever you save, the last one will be in the front. So let's test it, make sure it's working. Huh? So I'm going to call the function. Let me just yeah, that's another one. So it should be no conflict. So I'm going to create one. I'm going to call it Q3, and then call the function x what an array of integer, which is nums and the size in my case is, and then I will print the elements of that array and less than 6, 5, 6. And then I will write Q3 I, space. Okay, so let's say after shifting, I have to start new line. So let's see here if we have what we expect. So if I run the program, oh, looks like there is a problem. It shows only this numbers here. So let's see here. Let's see. So I started from the end. Every number I assigned the one before it. Okay, that's good. And then the first one I put the setbox on. And you see here something. I put every Q2 R 6. You see that it is in each I saved the last one, which is R. Oh, I need to get the name because